So this is a show where these two lovely ladies I have in the studio will be performing as well. So we have Lalitha Mahalingam and Dr. Vanthini representing the Swara Navarasa performance art. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Right. How are you feeling today?
Good.
Right.
Very good.
And how do you feel about performing? Is this would this be the first time such Swara Navarasa being performed, or this would be in what year already?
Well, this is a show by the Swara Community Arts Center. The school has been organizing many such shows, and Swara Navarasa is one such production. And basically, Swara Navarasa is a classical rendering of dance and music performed by the teachers of Swara Community Arts Center.
Right, and anything you want to add to that?
Well, our children go there as well, so I think this show is more about creating more awareness among the younger generation, to have parents bring their children in, introduction of classical instruments, and it's just not Western, but more out there that children don't know about. So we're hoping to get a more younger generation coming in to watch this.
Right. And are you saying that the younger generation are more into Western music now rather than the Indian classical culture, things like that?
We touch a little bit,
right.
The basics, but I think it's just because they don't know, or they might not be aware of it.
Right.
So that's what we're probably hoping. So like our kids are one of the youngest ones in the center right now, and that's
okay. And what can we expect from the show?
Okay, basically it's a three-part show. The first part is melodious vocal rendering, followed by strings accompanied with rhythmic percussion, and a Bharatanatyam and Odissi performance.
Right. Can you explain it for me who hasn't watched any kind of Indian cultural music? So what does that mean, vocal performing?
It's called Sangeetham, and we have a vocalist, Miss Amu. She will be taking us through a few renditions, and we also have strings and percussions accompaniment. Master Samuel Das is a very well-known sitarist in Malaysia, and he will be leading the percussion team with Prakash Kandasamy, tabla player.
Right. Yeah. And how long would this show go on? About 2-3 hours?
About 2 hours plus.
Right. So we need to bring in our family and friends together.
Yes,
right. And what else can we? And what is the show for?
Well, it's to introduce our teachers to everybody out there.
Okay.
So we just want them to get to know the teachers, and to hope to bring in more students to the center. And for everybody to just realize and recognize what we're doing at the place.
Right.
Swara is a non-government organization, so we rely on proceeds from cultural arts classes as well as well-wishers. So shows such as this, it's funded by sponsors, and one of our sponsors is Noosh Naturals and Red Diamond, so and other well-wishers as well. So it helps us keep the community arts alive.
Right. And you were speaking about your children being involved in the show as well. How important it is to get your children to be involved in the performance or in the culture itself?
I think what's important is for the children to come out and watch these shows, and realize that it's just not the Western part of it. We seem to be missing that little bit where it all starts at home.
Right.
So if the parents are able to come and bring your kids along, which is what we're hoping, we're not just hoping for the old folks. But this will create a little bit more in the children and their want and need for that kind of classical music. So, yeah.
Right. And talking about classical music, I know when we talk about Indian culture, the first thing that comes into our mind is Hindustan movies, okay, which is different from what you guys are trying to portray to show off. And how do you think by doing this could promote even more to the younger generation?
Well, the children are forced to appreciate the art.
With the word forced there?
Not forced. I mean, we're trying to
introduction.
Yes, so they learn it as in a classical form.
Okay.
And then they would go on to appreciate it. So I think coming and watching such shows would provide them with a platform to become inspired. As they watch, they learn, and they want to take up the art form as well.
Right.
And that preserves the art.
Right. And for someone like me, you know, different culture, different background, how could you promote this to me, and what could entice me to go and watch your show? Besides, any...
Well, it's something exotic to begin with, so it's something unique. It also, you know, enhances your knowledge as well, so you would get to appreciate a different art form than what you're probably used to.
Right.
Yes.
And how hard it is for you to actually organize such an event?
Well, the committee comprises of parents, and we have put the show together, and it wasn't that hard actually. I mean, it was a team effort, and I think we are going to have a very good show with a good turnout. Yeah.
Right. And how long did the whole organization took to the practices and the dancing and things like that, and get people to just come and do the training session?
Well, all our performers are professional artists, so they have been practicing on their own, and they are our teachers actually. So they are putting up the show for us.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And the teachers, and how long? What kind of backgrounds the teachers from? I mean, are they performers in India as well? And
They're all Malaysian.
They're all Malaysians. And what about their experience?
They've been performing for many, many years.
Right.
Quite well-known names in the industry.
Right.
But what we're trying to say is that they are teaching as well, which people might not be aware of. So, you know, if you are keen to learn these arts, this is where you should come learn.
I see. And it is open to all?
It's open to everybody, right? From the age of like 4 up to whatever age you are.
Oh, that's good.
So many adult students.
As well.
Right, okay. And could you tell us about, on the day itself, on the show, what time does it start, and what starts first, and what kind of show ends the whole show?
Okay, the show is at Panggung Experiment in University Malaya. It starts at 7, and it starts with the vocals, followed by the strings and percussions, and we close off with Bharatanatyam and ODC.
Right, and you guys will be performing the...
We're not
you're
parents.
I see, you just
we put the show together,
I
part of
see.
the organizing committee.
Right, and do we also see other races performing on stage as well?
Currently, no, they are not here.
No.
Right. Only
It's
the
a
children's.
Indian vessel, yeah.
Right. And how many performers altogether, plus the percussionists and the dancers and things like that?
Total of 10.
Right.
Yeah.
And
We have some students. The dance students will be helping.
right.
But not yet.
So what? Who are we? Who are the notable performers that we could expect from the show?
That would be J.Dass. He is a sitar maestro. Prakash Kandasamy, he plays the tabla. Then we have dancers, Master Nimal Raj, who will be doing the Bharatanatyam, and Lawrence Sakris on Odyssey.
Right. And anyone else that we could?
So we also have the violinist, Pangasini Gaurisan, and the Mridangam player, Dharman Krishnan.
Okay, and before we end the segment, what would you like to say to the audience who are watching us right now, who feels like they want to go but they need more information on the show?
Yes, we would like to invite you to our show. Come watch, understand what Indian classical art is all about, and Navarasa, Nava meaning 9, and Rasa means the emotional state. So when you come to the show, you can expect to have these feelings, the 9 emotional states invoked in you through our dances.
Right, and you, Doctor, what would you like to?
So I'm hoping that we create a little bit more awareness. So I want more children to come and try and see if they would like to learn the arts as well.
Right, and thank you so much for being with us and talking about the Swara Navarasa show. And with that, we have to go for a commercial break, so stay tuned to